Hello everyone, welcome back for some more thrift store finds. We have kind of an interesting assortment of things this morning, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a video. First up we have some tins for vintage stylings and brands. One actual vintage one, this Hershey's Instant Real Chocolate Flavor. And there are collectors of all kinds of different vintage style look for certain brands. One of the big ones is Coca-Cola. So I have a couple of these Coke tins, and they're an oddball because they're not super vintage. They're like fake vintage, but they're also not super modern. They're all made in the 80s up to, I think this is the newest one in like 91. So they're retro fake vintage, kind of an oddball thing, but bargain bins, just the price of the tins, like that's absolutely nothing to pick up. So a few of these Coca-Cola ones, and they are definitely interesting. And if you are a fan of some of these brands, sometimes it's stuff that's no longer made, other times it's just a cool vintage look at some old Coca-Cola advertisement. It is really cool. I could definitely see, not a particular brand that I'd be into, but definitely the look is really cool. And then a few sealed from the 90s. We have, I think one's 94, one's 93, and the reason why I got them is because they're sealed. These Crayola tins, the Childhood Memories collection, 64 crayons inside, so that is definitely an interesting find, the kind of thing that since it's unopened, all the crayons are still in there, and at this point, wow, this is like almost 30 years old, this Crayola tin. So that one, and I have another one for the 90th anniversary, 1903 to 1993. So that was definitely worth grabbing as well. One game type thing, we have Vice's Trivia Card Set, the game of expensive and cheap thrills, and this one was printed in the 80s, I believe, yes, 1984. And that is complete in there, really good condition, so that was definitely worth the pickup. A few book finds, one good eBay one, and then a few for Amanda's Pengo. These were, to grab these, take these stickers off eventually. Those were always annoying, but someone had a thing for vampires, so I got someone's Dance with a Vampire, Love Bites, Vampire Kisses, Royal Blood, Cryptic Cravings, and The Coffin Club. So got those, and a few DVD finds, not a whole lot. A sealed copy of What Dreams May Come, not worth the pickup if it's not sealed, but for like 10 cents sealed, that's worth grabbing. A 4-disc set of Little Dorrit, which is Charles Dickens. I never heard of the story before though, but BBC video, pick up a lot of BBC. This one, I'm super disappointed this one thing doesn't work, but we have the New Zoo review, all 59 episodes of season 1 on DVD. This is a 70s, similar. I don't think it's not Sid and Marty Krofft, I don't think, but it has that similar kind of feel and vibe to it. Yeah, 71 to 72, and definitely an interesting one. It's too bad this one function, that was what I was disappointed in right there. There's actually a little button here and it'll play the theme song, but the batteries definitely died on that, so that's too bad because that would have been a cool extra thing there. And then in the bargain bins, a handful of CD finds. I'll just go through quickly that, again, by weight if they're worth grabbing for that little bit. This Babyface I grabbed because I have a couple from that huge collection of music that I got, and it's a different album, so that'll just go on like a lot. So Harry Connick Jr. Good variety of things. A little bit of Streisand. I just sold a big Streisand collector's book the other day. We have The Living Sea, featuring the music of Sting. Some more Barbra Streisand. So kind of a odd variety of things. Christina Aguilera, Back to Basics. This is a 2-disc collector's version, a double-disc set. So, and a very, odd assortment of stuff this morning, but definitely worth the trip out. I had a lot of fun, and hope you guys enjoyed. And again, if you know anything about these, like if you are a fan of this as a kid, I'd love to hear your nostalgic stories of a lot of these retro finds.